Come on, come on. Hey. All right. Oh man. King,
Yes,
how do we apologize to our guest?
you have to be honest and tell them like it is.
We have to be honest and tell like it is. Is that what not we represent as the think
Yes.
tank and the people we are? Um,
Mm-hmm.
guys, we are definitely 40 minutes in. We could have shut down wait till next week, but we was like, no, we got to make this happen. At least we got all the kinks worked out so that when we have the future guest, we will be in a better standing. Our deepest and immense apologies. We had some technical issues. Didn't have the necessary code to get in as the host, and so Hassan, who handles some of that, and I think Ijomi, I can't remember precisely. That's all on me. I will take ownership of that. I should have called them earlier. Should have tested it. Didn't do that. Jumped on the phone. Hassan got on. He was doing something else. He was actually praying. And he's 7 hours ahead, I think. So he's later and got on the phone, gave me what I needed to go. And so at first we could be like, oh, let's just wait till no, let's take care of it. We got 20 minutes. We can get precisely some of the things we need to get done. We can then invite you back, Edmund, to expand on that. But thank you. Let's move forward. Again, my name is Roe Ruben Jarrara. I serve as the host for the African think tank called TATT Talks. This is our second year of doing this. On the other line is King Guapo, who serves as the Dallas Regional Director in year two. I will allow you to give you a fit. We call you the king, but we know you're a king and all, but let's give the name that your mama gave you. And you gave it. Hey, you look very sharp, by the way. I like the beard and all that other good stuff.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
we're going to be doing this all year long, bringing in guests who have some connection to the African community, who have connection to the African think tank, and this opportunity to share, give them an opportunity to have a platform to share who they are. So, King Guapo, why don't you introduce yourself and your role with the African think tank?
Yes, before I start, Ruben, my mom actually named me King Guapo. No, I'm just kidding. But hey,
Mama,
Ruben, thank you.
mama.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I've always wanted to be a guest on TED Talks, and this goes without saying. You all know me as King Guapo, but I'm
Hold up,
Edmund.
bro. I need to interrupt you. You were the first guest of TAT Talks last year. You forgot?
Yeah, but it wasn't official and big as how it is right
Oh,
now. It was,
okay. 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 All right. Sorry to interrupt. Continue, my brother.
yes, yes. As you all know, popularly known as King Guapo from social media. You probably have seen me from Spicy Shia Boys, as well as other social media platforms. But I'm Edmund Ajayba, originally born in the beautiful country of Botswana, but originally from Ghana. Been in the United States ever since I was a teenager. And I'm proud to serve as the regional director here for the Dallas African Think Tank chapter. I'm very passionate about bridging the gap and connecting the diaspora and seeing people in the diaspora succeed, and me using my talents, my resources to help them succeed. I'm a business intelligence analyst by day. So if you have any big data, big numbers, and you need to find like some insights, I'm your guy. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have my own beard care business called Guapo Essentials. And I'm also a professional event MC. And I'm also a very trained, well adept, award winning public speaker. You can check my credentials out on Toastmasters. But to keep it short, I'm a very passionate, consistent, dependable individual who goes for what he wants and makes sure he bridges the gap and connects the diaspora.
Mhm. All right. All of that stuff that your mama didn't say about you.
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
That's true. All right. Let's go on to how was your first year as your role as the African think tank regional director, and what are your expectations in year two, taking on the mantle?
Hmm. Ruben, my first year. You know, when I first took the role in 2025, Around February, that's when we usually have our first mixer. Shout out to Paul. He called a very emergent meeting. Now, when he called this meeting, I didn't know what it was. So as soon as he called in his very calm voice, he was like, "Yes, guys, everybody come in, come in." Everyone settled in. As soon as we settled in, what he said just shocked me. He said, "Guys, Dr. Sidoni is panicking right now. Yes, she doesn't want me to tell you this right now, but she's panicking. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know if we're going to have an event because you guys are not doing your job." Once he said that, my heart broke into a million pieces. But then he says something that just built my confidence up, and it took my expectations to an upper echelon, which also helped me to win the regional director of the year award last year. He said, "Guys, you don't have to do too much. Everything that you need is here. You have a great group of people supporting you. All you need to do, just tell your steering committee, they'll do it." Once he said that, that was my goal. How can I invest in people into making them feel worthy, valuable, and wanted by giving them roles and responsibilities that they steward in
Mhm.
bringing the bigger picture together, which is bridging the gap and connecting the diaspora, and also providing entrepreneurship opportunities for us diasporans, educational, financial, real estate. And that was basically what I was trying to do as a regional director. And my expectations for this year is the same, but with a little bit more added. I want to see people from all throughout the diaspora connected. I want us to heal so that when we come together and heal from our traumas, we can build systems and do things that our ancestors couldn't do. I also want to make sure that we give an opportunity for our young and upcoming youth within the African think tank so that they can go even further than where we have gone. So basically, my goal this year and what I want to see as regional director for the Dallas region is bridging the gap and connecting the diaspora. I want us to heal African Americans, Afro Latino, Africans, friends of Africa. I want us to heal and bring our ideas together so we can build better. I want to see the youth succeed. I want scholarship opportunities for our young ones. I want entrepreneurship, vocational schools, connections that will help them grow. And most importantly, I want to see all of us win. That's what I
Mhm.
see for myself as the regional director in 2026.
Okay. And we've covered a lot in 5 minutes, and that's good.
I know,
Sometimes
right?
time constraints help us push forward.
You
So,
know, we are running on African time, so we
you
have
know,
to.
I will have a guest who's going to talk about that. I think I think I mentioned that, and the guy who mentioned that, he's going to actually be one of our guests here at the
Mm,
think tank. So, let us jump into what we have coming up. What's this first event of this year? The mixer, because we went in year one, we were having the mixers every month.
mhm,
Last year it was, I think, six
mhm.
sessions in
Yes.
person. And then
Mhm,
this year, what is the mixers? Number one, what is the African think tank or growth mixers? And then
mhm.
what is the timetable for that?
Yeah, last year, we did a lot to try and be efficient and maximize. And this year, we're trying to take it to another level so that we can respect other people's schedules as well. So, we're going to have, I believe, three mixes in the year. These are the official mixes. And all throughout, we're going to have more social events so people can connect, share ideas, meet new people, as well as socialize. Because who wouldn't want to socialize with fellow Ghanaian and Nigerian and argue about whose jollof is the best? So we're going
Oh,
to
you don't
have.
count charges because we don't got Jollof? All right. We'll leave that alone.
That's why you have to teach us what you guys eat. We don't even know.
That's all right. Go ahead.
But yeah, we're going to have three official mixes. These are going to be spread out throughout the quarter. And for this mixer upcoming February 27th, we are having it in partnership with Dallas Baptist University, February 27th from 6 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. This is going to be a networking mixer where we are just having a healing session. We're discussing and bringing ideas how we can bridge the gap and actually connect the diaspora, not through dialogue, but through action as well. So we're going to have four fantastic speakers. We're going to have a wonderful MC who you all know, our great Sambaza. And we're also going to have vendors who will be supporting and helping them market their business. So it's going to be a healing conversation. So I hope if you're watching, please sign up. We also have so many networking mixes across different regions. We have Charlotte, Accra, DMV, Houston, and also Atlanta. So we hope you can come February 27th. Be there or be square. If not, you are triangle. And
I think I'm gonna leave now, man. I'll see you later, bro. Okay. So, you spoke about vendors. Let's start there because vendors are really kind of
Mhm.
the foundation of who we are. You know, we love our
Yes.
speakers, but having vendors is an opportunity for individuals to expose their skills and talents to the wider
Mhm.
African community. And so, what type of vendors are we looking for? How many do we have now? How does someone get in touch to be a vendor at this upcoming event?
Yeah, I think you mentioned a great point. It's very important that we give them an opportunity to nurture their skills and also market their business. And I've benefited from that. So we are looking for vendors of all types who have a great business and a great message alongside with their business. We're looking for upcoming vendors, upcoming businesses, small businesses, mom and pop businesses, even corporations or businesses that are well established and are just looking to gain their foot presence here in the diaspora. We are also looking, especially, this is near and dear to me, vendors who are, let's say, they're in college or high school just starting off. We're looking for Friends of Africa. We're looking for diasporans, Africans, African American, Afro Latino, all of those Black owned businesses that want to come and patronize, as well as Friends of Africa. Because, when we talk about Friends of Africa, we're not necessarily saying, oh, you have to have a skin tone like mine. So we want to support as many businesses as we can. And if you want to find out how you can be a vendor, you can simply send us a message on any of our social platforms at the African Think Tank, or you can email us at info@theafricanthinktank.com. We'll send you the registration link. It's only $75. Don't think of it as, oh, $75, they're going to take money from me. No, this $75 is a seed that's invested in you and also invested in us so we can support more vendors and help their businesses grow while also giving you the opportunity to network and market your business around 60 to 100 people and even more. So those are the type of vendors that we are looking for, and that's the information that if they're trying to be a vendor, just reach out to us, the African Think Tank across all social media platforms, and info@theafricanthinktank.com as our email address.
Great. Whaley George jumped on and said, "I love your vision," and I think that's a great vision that the African think tank has had all along. Because the idea is you're creating a platform for which others can then launch into the areas they want to. Because sometimes
Yes.
we need that leg up, or we need that area of networking and connection in order to do
Mhm.
that. Can you just tell us briefly about what this? You said we have four speakers. Are you
Yes.
able to share a little bit about those speakers?
Yes, I can only share a little bit as long as the people that are watching are guaranteeing to come on February 20th. No, but in all seriousness, we're going to have four great speakers across the diaspora that are involved in different industries. So not only are they going to talk about healing, they're going to talk about avenues in which they broke barriers so that they can allow people like you and I to enter those industries. We have a speaker from Nigeria, a speaker from Gambia, a speaker from Haiti, and a speaker from the United States of America. So, as you can see, we are representing the diaspora collectively. And it's going to be one of those conversations where you hear a lot of personal stories and you also see and hear solutions, how we can actually break down and kick down those doors so that we can walk in majestically and leave our imprint for generations to come.
Good, good. And you and I talked about this as well, is that um I think we're officially inviting people, but we're asking our African think tank long-term members to go and really invite somebody. Say, tell to somebody I'll meet you there, because there's no cost to attend, right? But we at the end we will ask for donations if we provide a great product and a great presentation. It's at the end that we say, hey, will you contribute to make this movement move forward? But prior to
Yes.
that, we want you to come and see. So don't worry. There's only cost for the vendors if they're going to sell any goods or services. But you as an individual, come in and discover us, and especially Friends of Africa. And me and King Guapo talked about this. Is you
Mm.
know part of our mission statement says Friends of Africa, and so for those who are interested in the continent, come. This is where you're gonna the entire continent or Afro Caribbean is represented right here in your backyard, and so you're going to meet a
Yes.
lot of people from there. Africans ourselves, we've lived in Africa, but there's a lot of African countries or people from countries we haven't met. Meet all the
Mhm.
time. Oh, you're from Chad? You're the first Chad I've ever met. Do you know how many times I hear that? And that's from other Africans, right? Or and
I'm
some other
guilty.
Africans who said, "Oh, there's a country named Chad." I'm like, bro, okay, you know what? I'll give you that. So that's what we're about. Uh,
Yes.
we have about 3 more minutes. Is there something vital that you want to get across to our guests? Again, my Friends of Africa. I have already 3 or 4 white American friends I've said who've
Yes.
seen what we do,
Mhm.
and honestly there's kind of hesitancy. I said I will meet you there. So hopefully they'll show up. I told I will be there. Come and join us. So
Yes.
anything you else want to add?
This is a public message to whoever is watching. Thank you for your comments. I just want to ask you one question. If you migrated to the United States of America, especially if you came years ago, do you remember that time where there weren't many Africans, there weren't many people who looked like you, spoke like you, or shared the same culture as you? You wanted to feel a sense of belonging. You wanted someone who you can talk to and say, "Oh, did you watch African Cup of Nations? Oh, back home, our parents always wanted us to get A's. Oh, back home, we only have 4 career choices: doctor, lawyer, engineer, disgrace to the family." Now imagine how you felt when you didn't feel that community. You must have felt lonely and probably homesick. Now, picture this. Imagine where you come to a place. Number one, as soon as you walk in, the music is nice instrumental African music. When you walk in, you can smell Cameroonian suya, which is peppered to the core. When you walk in, you can see vendors selling Ankara fabrics. You can see vendors selling soap, jewelry. And then you see people who look like you, think like you, and share the same passion as you. And then you learn about opportunities that help you grow and scale and connect you to people you never knew were in the United States of America, especially being as an African, because we are very siloed. Now, if you came to that place and you got value out of that, how would you feel? If you say you feel good, I can't read the comments, but if they say they felt good, you need to come to the African Think Tank Networking Mixer February 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to be in Dallas, we're going to be in Charlotte, we're going to be in Houston, Accra, DMV, Atlanta, so you can't miss out. It's free to attend, and most importantly, it's free to come in and feel a sense of community and belonging, because that's what the African think tank does.
Okay. Well, thank you. With that, we're going to start wrapping up. You got to go. Whaley George asking, where is the event occurring? Please remind people where the event is
Yes.
occurring again.
In Dallas, it's going to be at Dallas Baptist University. When I come back and rewatch this video, I will drop the live address. Or if you want any information, please follow the African Think Tank on Facebook, Instagram, and you'll see all of our flyers for every event across all our chapters.
Yeah, because we'll be pushing it this week into next week. So you'll be seeing a lot of that on our personal pages, that of King Guapo, myself. Other members will be sending out messages. Come, there's going to be plenty of room. Um, if you are a sponsor or an organization that's trying to reach out to the African community, please get in touch with King Guapo so that we can, because we're always looking for event spaces that we can work out with somebody. And obviously, we don't have big budget, so we're looking for a place that's complementary, but we can bring the numbers in order to create a win-win situation with whoever that may be. Um, who's this? Someone else or Sebastian. Okay, so I think with all of that, we've said everything. Again, I apologize. We have now corrected this. We will be having another speaker in about early next month in March, unless we decide to bring King Guapo in order to speak further to that. But we'll see.
Please.
We'll see afterwards. So this is an important venue, the African think tank TATT Talks, that we can connect with one another. All
Yes.
right, exit us out, King Guapo, and then I'm gonna hit end stream. What do you want to say?
Hey, Ruben, I want to say this to you personally. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your passion and dedication. Like I like to call you as our grassroots warrior because you're not like the corporate type. You're more like, let's go to the field.
Yeah,
So,
we go to the
thank you.
fields, baby. You know
Right.
how many Africans are on the periphery that we
See?
cannot leave behind, bro? They live all.
Exactly. Exactly. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for your hard work. It's not unnoticed. Thank you so much for every single thing that you do for us and making the African think tank great. I pray that God will continue to bless your endeavors and make sure you produce fruits that many generations can eat from and also fulfill you. So thank you so much. God bless you and keep up the hard work.
Well received. Same to you. We also want to give out a shout to Sidonie, the
Yes,
founder. I
always.
mean, she always. I mean, she's very humble, and so she never
Mhm.
asks for praise. But we recognize what she has set into motion. I believe we have a new
Yes.
executive director. We need to get him on TAT Talks
Yes.
in order
Solomon.
to. Solomon. Actually, I knew
Yes.
Solomon. He may not know me, but I know him. We were on a call together. Well, I was there. I just kind of, but get him on here. And I think one of the things we really want to do is introduce who the people of the think tank are to the greater
Yes.
audience as well, so they know who are on there. Okay, I'm gonna let us go.
All
All right,
right.
people. See you at DBU in about
Yes.
February 27th. If you have any questions, jump on our website, on our social pages, and ask us some questions. All right. Good night,
Yes.
everybody.
All right. Good night.